Welcome back to the Real World Garage. We're back today with the Mercury Comet 260. We're going to talk more about block prep. Alright, well, as you have seen, we've gotten the block started on the road to getting clean. But now we got to talk about some other things as far as prepping your block. These are good old taps, okay? If you're going to prep your block for an engine build, nothing generally is more frustrating than when you go to put it back together and you have bolt holes that have garbage in them. So, I have a cheap Harbor Freight tap and die set. Son gave it to me for Christmas. It's a wonderful set. I don't know how much I would try to use it to start new bolt holes, but for chasing bolt threads, this little kit has been very, very helpful. We've used it many times in the Real World Garage. Just take it, start your thread down in the hole, start your thread down in the hole, start your tap down in the hole, and just gently begin to turn it. Now, if it ever hard binds, stop trying to turn it and figure out what's going on so that you don't break a tap off down in the thread hole. What happens over time when an engine is built, oil will seep in around these holes when these main caps are on here, and of course over time the oil will cook in those holes and it'll coke up, and it makes these holes difficult to get a bolt started in. But you can take I'm doing here, and I'll pull it out and I'll show you here in just a second the benefit to running a tap and cleaning up these bolt holes. You can probably see right there, get it a good shot, the gunk that it pulled out of those thread holes. It'll also clean up any slightly damaged threads that are in there, but it sure makes going back together when you start putting your engine back together a lot nicer when all your bolt holes are clean. It also ensures that you have accurate bolt torque, which on the main caps and rod bearings is pretty important. So we're going to chase these threads. Let's speed this up for y'all. Okay, as you can probably hear, we have the compressor running in the background. Now we're going to move on, and we're going to begin to chase all the bolt threads along the oil pan rail. Alright, we've already chased a bunch of the holes on this side. We haven't done all of them. We've got to find another tap to do. These two here, they're a slightly different size on the oil pan. They're larger. And the other thing I want to talk about was gasket surface preparation. A good razor scraper comes in handy for removing any little bit of gasket material that may be left over, sealant. Just make sure that you use extreme care because this is a razor. Back here is where the oil pump pickup tube pump hooks up to, the oil pump itself actually hooks up. there. Let me show you how we're going to take that off in just a second. Alright, what we have here is a 90-degree angle grinder with a roll lock disc. I'm cautioning you about using a roll lock disc on an actively running engine when you're cleaning it up. The abrasive that comes off of these pads will destroy your engine. So on a project like this where we're in the cleanup phase and this block is probably going to be dipped and tanked again and washed and cleaned several more times, this is fine. But be cautious when using these on a built engine that you plan on using. The abrasive that comes off will destroy an engine. Alright, you can hear the compressors running. The thing about one of those little 90-degree angle air-driven grinders is they're pretty tough on a compressor. You'll want to have a good compressor. I have yet to hook up my piggyback tank, which I'm going to do eventually. But once you get done with that, get everything cleaned up, back with a little compressed air, protect your eyes, make sure you can get under your eyes. Blow all those bolt holes out. Just like that, you're on the way to having a clean, easy to build block. Now we're going to do that for all the bolt holes on this block. There it is. That's a lot of bolt holes. We want to thank you for hanging out in the garage with us for a little while. We're pushing forward. We're trying to get more stuff done. It's still 1,200 degrees here in the state of Mississippi. I work a full-time job and only get to do this part-time. So we're working on it as fast as we can, hoping to bring you good quality content on how to rebuild your engine. So if you'd like to know more about this Mercury Comet project, watch a video coming on the screen right now.